Welcome to the Beacon Hill review. This is a kit by Greenleaf, and I will say that this is a very good kit. I recommend if you have not bought it, you go out and get it. I know everyone has one, so this is just mine. And my name is Lewis Bush. All right, so I know everyone is very excited. Now let's take a look beneath the surface. Let's see how the construction works, how it is broken down, and what's under all of the siding. Let's see. All right, let's talk the breakdown of the kit. The kit comes as wood pieces. And this is a photo that I've taken of the early part of the siding. Now, the kit already came with siding, but I wanted to come with better siding than that. So I chose to do a different type of siding. And I will say that it does come with the details that you see. It comes with the shingles. It comes with your wood trim. Now, I decided to take it a step above. And when I say step above, I mean I really decided to add other details such as the brick. Those I had to actually cut out myself. And I used some sandpaper and some paint. I just cut a bunch of rectangles. Made it easy and simple. Now, as far as my winter design, I got that idea because I have a blue house. A lot of people have blue houses. So I wanted to do something a little bit differently. And this is pretty much what I came up with. And I also added details for winter, such as a chimney that has some type of smoke coming out. And my really favorite part is to look at the porch. I love how I have this porch area decorated. It's not overdone. And also another part, I did dollhouse bash my kit just a little bit. All right, now let's take a peek inside and let's see the construction breakdown. My favorite part. I guess we can start upstairs. And I believe this room would probably be a bedroom. And I like this room because it's nice and it's big and I love the windows. Next, we have your hallway. And in this room, you see a great view of the window and the stairs. And I believe you have an attic next to it, or you can use it as another bathroom. Now, this is the bathroom I chose to use. And I wanted something that was, I don't know, I guess something like a bathroom. Also, right next to the bathroom is you have the hall, and I love the 3 arched windows. One of my favorite parts showing the staircase. Now, this obviously is probably going to be a bedroom as well. And I love the pink wallpaper I used in there. Going down, you have your living room or your parlor. And you also have your dining room right next to it, or you can make it into another hall. But it's probably going to be a dining room because it is right next door to the kitchen. So we also have the kitchen. I don't have much furniture in mind. I chose to just keep it very simple. Now, I will say picking out most of the wallpapering and the colorings, it was a little challenging in the beginning because I'm one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, can't make my mind up. And I was. So now let's take a closer look at some of the details that I actually built on my own. I actually made this light fixture. I have this light fixture here. And when you go upstairs to where the top of the house is, where the top of the roof is at, you'll see another light fixture. I also like that about this kit too. All right, so I'm gonna go right back inside because I also forgot to mention. Now, how do you get to all 3 floors? Well, you use these things called the stairs, and I like the stairs, and my favorite one is the winding staircase at the very bottom of the kit, or the first floor. That leads you to the second, and then to the third, and the stairs are pretty easy. Okay, remember I told you guys that I kit bashed my house? Well, I decided to add another roof. I covered up the original roof, and I'll break down the construction. I'll actually show you guys what my process was and the reason why I did it. Hopefully you like how the outcome looked, because I'm very happy with it. It came up better than I thought it would. Much better. All right, so I have removed the top of the roof, and the roof is not fixed. It can come off just in case I have to get in there to do wiring. And I also just want to say that the style of the house is Second Empire Victorian. Now, this is not a second style Victorian slope roof like you have at the top. This is just something that I had an extra window for, and I said, hey, I want to use this oval window. And I think if I was able to design and build something for it, I could be able to use it like this. So as you can see, you have the wirings, you have pretty much the old roof covered up. All right, so what we have is the actual house in the back of my car. And I will say I'm very, very, very thankful the size of my car can fit and accommodate this house. The house is not heavy. It's probably about, and don't quote me on this because I don't really know the weight, but it's a little heavy. It has weight to it. But the house does stay together, and I got everything glued down with Eileen's tacky glue. So therefore, I know that glue and I know it's gonna hold up pretty well. All right, the moment I've been waiting for. Let's talk lighting. Now, when I do a kit like this, I always like to use lights. It just makes it more alive, if you ask me. So my house has about 15 lights, and everything is run off of a 12-volt DC adapter. Not only that, but I also decided to go with tape wiring. I thought that would be an easier method for me to use. It's a lot easier than having to use other techniques that I've used in the past. I love how my house is all lit up. It's easier to just imagine yourself in a real home if you have lights, and doing the lights and electricity is my favorite part of all my builds. Okay, so I have lights in a few locations. I have two that you can see under the porch. I also have the lighting in the spaces above, such as the bathroom. I chose a wall sconce for that. And you can also see lights throughout the whole home. And I really, really, really enjoy the view of the front. Now let's see the lights in the inside of the house. One of my favorite parts yet again. OMG. Let's talk about the wiring process all together. One thing that I will say is when you are doing wiring, especially in a big house like this, make sure you have enough voltage in your DC adapter, anything you're using, because homes like this do take up a lot of electricity and a lot of lights. Also, another thing that I want to add is always, always, always make sure you take pictures of your before. That way you can be able to tell where your wiring is located at, just in case you might have to go back and look at adding another light or anything with wiring. So like I said, my method was the tape wire method. I chose that method because to me, it was my first method of choice and it was my first one that I learned. So I chose to just stick with it. The home is really, really, really nice when you can sit back and look at it and with all of the lights and you can be like, wow, I did that. So yeah, I did that. It's one of my favorite parts of looking at the whole house. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.